Hey, welcome to another mobile gamer episode of GeekOutdoors.com. Today, let's go ahead and blast some cars on the road. Now, when I was a kid and I first saw this on arcades, it was really cool because racing games is always fun, but racing games with weapons is even more fun. So let's go ahead and start this. And this game was actually made by Atari, as a matter of fact. And this was made, I think, in 1987, so I'm going to go ahead and choose this one, easy track. And what was unique about this game was the fact that it was a racing game and it was an action game as well, because you could blast stuff, And this reminded me so much of Spy Hunter, and Spy Hunter was really popular back then, but it was Spy Hunter in 3D, which was really, really unique. And the graphics were great. And if you did play this in the arcade, you got this really cool steering wheel, and it actually had two buttons to shoot. And this was really never meant to play with a control pad. It was really meant to play with the steering wheel. And the thing is, as you could probably see, you actually had to pick up those green balls because that gave you more fuel. So not only did it have the racing element, but it also had the time element as well. And so it was really, really challenging. And as you can see, I'm not really getting far because the controls here. But this is really a fun game for me. I played this a lot at the arcades. I spent a lot of quarters on this. And I didn't really get far. And at the time when I played this, my favorite racing game, and still to this day, is Outrun. That was pretty much my favorite arcade racing game for a long time. And this one was just so different and unique at the time that it really stood out. And the fact that it was made by Atari, and by this point Atari had pretty much disappeared from the gaming roadmap, it was pretty impressive to me. And at this time, Atari did have a resurgence in the arcades. They made games like this, and then later on they made another racing game called Stun Runner, which was pretty fun. And yeah, I enjoyed this game a lot. And it also, as you could probably tell, it actually had a futuristic element to it as well. And as you got further in the game, you got different environments. And the enemy variation, there really isn't much variation of the enemies, but that really wasn't the point. The whole point of this was not only did you have to win the race, but you also had to destroy enemies. And I actually missed that weapon. That's a cool thing. They have a weapon drops that come by, and it gives you like this double shooting weapon that you get mounted on top of your car. So that's basically Road Blasters, a really fun action racing game that will really challenge you. I mean, it looks easy now, but this was a pretty hard game. And as you got further, it just got more difficult. So that's it for this episode of Mobile Gamer. If you had any racing games that you enjoyed, or any other games that you remember in arcades that you want me to review, be sure to leave them in the comments below. And as always, if you did like these videos, be sure to subscribe. And don't forget that I am on Snapchat at Geek Outdoors. See you on another episode. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com. And I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.